that ball.
Rambo Radio with your host, Genty.
Fuck, I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, fucking Jen is a warlord.
I'm fucking coming for you.
Now I feel poo coming out of my bum. So it's a lot right now. Yeah, it's a lot.
What's that sound? Buzzing in your ear. It's chaos wrapped in a six-pack of beer. Case the sports and a dick smash or two. Who the hell are they talking to? Rambo for radio. What the hell is this show? Rambo for radio. You all wanna know? Loud mommy, pass the mic this way. Hot takes, cold cuts every single day. Current events, but make them insane. This podcast a runaway train. Who needs sense? Who needs a plan? When you've got a smashed up frying pan. Rambo for radio. What the hell's this show? Rambo for radio. Just let it go.
What's up, everybody? Rambo Pro Radio! What the hell is this show? Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm having too much fun making these songs here. I've got another one cooking. Hopefully it'll be done by the time this podcast is over, because it's gonna be fantastic. I can already tell. Friends, I hope all is well. It has been one hell of a week since I last spoke to y'all. But first of all, I'm surprised that you could even hear this podcast over the sound, the sweet sounds of your wallet. You should be a very rich bitch right now, because I only missed if you listen to the podcast, my first initial picks, I only missed one fight. That means you would have hit 11 out of 12 fights? Come on. You should be stupid rich by now. Unless you bet against me, then I am terribly sorry. Oh my gosh, I only missed one fight, friends. Macy Chazan and Yana Kuniskaya. Man, that's a terrible fight. Nobody should be subject to watching those two fight each other ever again. Oh my days. But if you follow me on Instagram, then you only missed two picks, because at the last second I changed my pick to Khalil Roundtree because I thought he might shock the world and get this done. But was winning the fight and all of a sudden just ran out of gas. That's gotta fucking suck. Winning the fight and then you run out of gas and then you get knocked out. But anywho, we'll do some UFC picks later. But I gotta tell you guys, I think I've finished the last weekend of my family duties. I love my family, don't get me wrong. I'm just terribly exhausted. This weekend coming up, I don't want to jinx myself, but this might be the first weekend since July the 16th that I will be home. Oh my days. I have literally been gone every single weekend since London. There has not been a weekend I've been home. I'm telling you, I'm saying this with peace and love. I have been gone doing something literally every weekend. I have only come home to sleep in my bed for anywhere between 4 to 8 hours, and then off we go again. So, I am secretly looking forward to staying home. God, I hope I don't jinx myself, but something tells me I might have. because I believe the following weekend I'm busy again. So we shall see, but it looks like I might be free to stay home in my jammies and do absolutely nothing. And I'm perfectly okay with that. So, I should tell you guys that I ventured off to Burbank, California, to the Chuck E. Cheese, visited Chuck E. Cheese. Apparently bailed him out of jail because he was in trouble with the law. And so my beautiful cousin George, Mr. George, wanted to have his 4th birthday party there. And we obliged him. And it was fantastic, I'm not a parent, but I love this child so much, and I would do anything for this child. No matter what he says, no matter what goofy faces, temper tantrum, crying, Peter pants, whatever. He is just such a beautiful human being. I love him. He's fantastic. God. Maybe I love him so much because I know he goes home to his parents at the end of the night. Maybe that's why I love kids. I'm just like, hey, oh, kids are precious. And their parents are like, yeah, they're precious. Oh, my days. I really do. I'm just, I'm childless. I'm childless and unmarried. So I have plenty of unboundless energy to chaperone children for the day, but anything after that, say what? I don't have the stomach. I mean, you should have seen the sea of children at this party. It was just like a horde of little 4-year-olds bopping and bouncing around. So excited to see Chuck E. Cheese. And I was like, damn, this is crazy. All of these young minds, they're not going to remember this. This is crazy. Maybe they remember it for a day or two, right? But, like, when they turn 5, they're going to be like, what did we do last year? They're not going to remember. So I love that he's got these years where we're having these extravagant eleganza parties for him, and he is just not going to remember. And I love that because, we get to tell him, we get to share with him. But when he gets older, I'm enjoying this now because once he gets older and he realizes he's his own person, he's just gonna be like, man, fuck y'all. I'm gonna stay in my room and play Call of Duty 1000. What number are they on? 6? So, see, in another 10 years or so, yeah. Call of Duty 20. Leave me alone. Oh, but I get so much joy spending time with him, spending time with family in general. That really makes me happy. Also celebrated the father's birthday. And that was a treat because, I had to supplement him with some vitamins and, have him grant him a long, healthy life. And the important thing, my dad was so happy with the vitamins he got. He goes, and of course I had to disturb him on his birthday. What birthday isn't complete by blasting Bob Marley as loud as possible? My dad does not like loud things, and he does not like Bob Marley. So 2 things he hates on his birthday. So I turned the volume up to 11, and I went, oh, please, don't you rock my boat. Don't rock my boat, 'cause I don't want my boat to be rocked. Don't rock my boat. In his face, oh, it's priceless, I tell you. And then I turned up 3 little birds sit by my doorstep. He's like, Jenny, please, Jenny, I can't concentrate to read my birthday cards. And I said, sorry. And then I turned the volume down just a little bit. And then I put on War and went, pum, 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 pum. Everywhere there's war. Peace and war. Torturing my dad. I live for that. But we took him to his favorite restaurant, the Thai place. And what is cool is the Thai place used to be a Thai restaurant with a smoke shop with a false wall. And so some sort of drug dealings were happening there. And something happened and the little smoke shop had to move a few doors down. And so Mr. Thai Place decided to knock down the wall and expand. And so when my dad walked in, he walked to his favorite table and the lady said, no, we sit over here now. And he goes, oh, Jenny, look, no more smoke shop. Because only in San Bernardino will you get a Thai restaurant and a smoke shop sharing a false wall. So you're just sitting there trying to enjoy your Thai food and you just smell the ganja coming through the vents. So my dad was pleased that the smoke shop had to move 4 doors down and it was all just one giant Thai restaurant. We went from 8 tables to 20. So I feel like we're moving on up. So my dad was just thoroughly impressed with the size and the Thai paintings and the pictures and the art. He was just in love. He was like, Jenny, look, they have a fish tank. I was like, okay, Dad, sit down. But when we got home, I guess my dad was feeling so generous from his birthday celebrations that he offered me something that I will always treasure forever. I will tell this story until the day I die. And, my dad doesn't really offer me too many things because he's a private man and, I've got the gay. And so our relationship is quite, it is touch and go. So when he does speak to me, it is some sort of lecture about something. But every now and then I will get a pleasant version of my father. And he offered me a gift from his birthday bag. He said, Jenny, I am feeling very generous today. It is my birthday and I'm very happy. Jenny, I want to share with you something very special. And I was like, oh, okay, Dad. I'm thinking it's some sort of insightful words or a story from when he was a kid. And he reaches down in his birthday bag and he goes, would you like to share a bottle of Ensure with me? And I went, what? And I was like, oh, Dad, I already had my protein shake for the day, but thank you, sir. I feel honored to have potentially shared an Ensure drink with you. And I was like, Mom, let's get the cake. Oh, my days. Oh, my days. This man said, I would like to share something special with you. How about a glass of Ensure? I was like, oh, thank you. I appreciate you. and many blessings, of course. Why don't we save that Ensure for a later date? I'm ready for some cakes. Jesus, God. Sign of the times. Sign of the times, y'all, I tell you. When you're just at the end stages of your life and you're just like, I will share my Ensure with you. That's how I show that I love you, is I will share an Ensure. I was like, God damn, Jack. You don't want to share a piece of pizza with me? But you're sharing it and insure? I was like, damn, I felt the love. Holy shit, man. Oh, man. Oh, unbelievable. But celebrated the father. He is now the wonderful, beautiful age of 81. So, we are just riding this lazy Susan called life, and it's an honor and a privilege to speak with him one day a week and see that he's upright and scooting around and enjoying himself. And, we had a little scare going on. My dog has been violently ill. And I thought it was because, the other day the Canelo fight was on, the Crawford-Canelo fight, and we're all watching the fight, and we forgot about the chicken in the kitchen, and the Labradoodle helped herself to, I don't know how many pieces of Popeyes. But she ate her fair share of Popeyes. And, nobody really noticed because we're all watching the fucking fight. And then I come in the kitchen, I go, where'd the chicken go? Oh, damn it. So, of course, ate the whole thing, not just the meat, ate the bones as well. And so she proceeded to be violently ill for days after. And it got to day 3 of the violent vomiting and diarrhea. I said to myself, all right, I looked at her, I said, okay, Missy, listen up, pup. This is day 3 of violent vomiting and diarrhea. If you can't get it together, bitch, we going to the hospital tonight, okay? When I come back from work, we are going to the hospital. Un enferma. So if you can't shape it up, we're going to go see the doctor, because I don't think you're supposed to be violently ill for 3 days straight. Number 1 and 2. So whatever pep talk I gave her, the violent vomiting and diarrhea stopped. And I said, woo, this is why I'm a coach. I coached my dog out of the sickness. Because for a while, she was down with the sickness. Down with the sickness. I mean, violent vomiting and diarrhea. So, and it doesn't help that I have, a white couch cover and white sheets in my bed, and she doesn't stay out of my bed. So, there has been a time where she vomited, she violently shat herself and stepped in it and then jumped into my bed. So I was just beside myself. I said, I'm going to kill this dog. But things had improved, so I was okay. Then, we lasted. So that Crawford fight was like maybe 3 weeks ago. So this past week, I've been in the gulag. I don't know if I mentioned it on here, but all of a sudden, the violently vomiting and diarrhea came back. And I was like, what the hell? I was like, girl, if that's Popeyes, you must be a champion, because that stuff's still in your system. Something's wrong. We got to go to the doctor. And then the next day it would stop. So then I was like, maybe it's her food. Can't be Popeyes. Because as much violent vomiting and diarrhea that had occurred, that I don't think there would be anything left. Oh, shit. But, we'd get a break, and then 2 or 3 days later, the violent vomiting and diarrhea would start up again. And I was like, something's not right. It's not your food, because you've been fine before. And the 2 other dogs don't have it, and they're being fed the same food. So I was like, something ain't right. And put on my detective hat. And I said, I'm going to start spying on the puppy. Upon spying on her, I noticed that she is climbing into a 12-foot pomegranate tree and eating pomegranates. This bitch is like a cat climbing in the tree, eating as many pomegranates as she can get her mouth on. Okay? At one point, I saw her pull down a branch with 4 of them on there, and she ate at least 3 before I could run out there and get her. She's lucky I didn't have shoes on. I would have got them all, but she ate 3 of them suckers, and they're huge. They're the size of softballs. And I'm watching her, and I was like, you little rat motherfucker. And I'm like, my shoes. Gotta put my shoes on. Where are my fucking shoes? And I was like, this is the wrong part. This is why I shouldn't be so organized. I got my shoes all numbered and boxed up and nice in the closet and organized. And I was like, shit, I gotta fucking pick out the shoes. She's eating the fucking pomegranate. She gonna fucking die. And go running out there, and I'm like, hey, girl, hey. And she just keeps eating them just as fast as she can. And I Google it. Come to find out, dogs are allowed to have pomegranates, which, thank Christ, she's not trying to suicide herself. But they're only allowed to have a little bit. And my girl's been eating like 2 to 3 grapefruit-sized pomegranates daily. Each time she goes outside, she's eating 2 to 3. And when I'm not home, my dad is watching her, which means he's not watching her. So she's eating copious amounts of pomegranate. We don't even know. So finally, I was like, get inside. And I got the pomegranates. I threw them away. Sure enough, 3 o'clock in the morning, violently ill, vomiting, diarrhea, whimpering, stepping in her shit, tracking it all over. I got white carpet, man. White sheets, white carpet. So there is just shit every fucking where. And I'm like, I'm dead asleep. 3-something in the morning. I sit up like a fucking zombie apocalypse. And I was like, what the fuck is this? I have entered the shitso. And I look around me. I'm like, huh? I turn my flashlight on. I was like, motherfucker. Looks like a goddamn crime scene in my fucking bedroom, okay? Like somebody had been murdered in poop. Shit. Everywhere. My fucking shower looked like somebody had been Dextered, but with poop. Okay? I mean, all I can say is, I said, girl, I'm grateful you did it in the shower, but every fucking where else you stepped in, you stepped. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, white carpet, white bedding. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna fucking wash everything again. Because I was just fucking here 3 weeks ago. So at this point, I'm going crazy, and I'm like, it's those goddamn pomegranates. I fucking Google that shit, and I see they can only have a little bit, not a lot, a little bit. And a little bit to my puppy means one whole giant one. That's the size of a softball. And this bitch was eating 2 to 3 every couple hours. Okay? And I'm like, bitch. Hey. Duties, stay outside. And if you're going to have pomegranate, you're only going to get a handful of seeds, bitch. You ain't eating. She's eating the whole fucking thing. Skin, everything. The whole fucking thing. I was like, you fucking dog. God damn it. Why? Why do you do this to me? So, after about a week and a half of this, and trying to finally figure out what's wrong with her, I send a text message. And, I sent a text message to the mother, and she said, call your dad. Darling, call your dad. And so, because my dad goes over there more than my mom, so my mom's busy, of course. Busy antiquing. She doesn't have time for doggy, violent vomits and poops. She's antiquing with her friends. So I was like, hey, Dad, I don't ask you for anything. I really need your help. Can we come up with some sort of strategy? I don't want to get rid of the pomegranate tree, but we might need to do a I Love Lucy and pick every one of them motherfuckers off the tree and smash them up. And my dad calls me back, Jenny, oh my god in heaven, the tree is so tall, we've got to take all the pomegranates off. And I was like, yes, Dad, we need to take all the pomegranates off because it's toxic for the dog. She can have some, but she can't control herself. And unless you're going to hand feed her pomegranates, she's going to help herself. And I mean, as in climbing into the tree. So please, get to my house immediately and start pulling them goddamn pomegranates off. So, I mean, this tree was loaded with pomegranates, yo. And seeds. And I text my dad that at 10 o'clock in the morning. By the time I got home around 8 o'clock, 8:30, every single motherfucking pomegranate was just about gone. All that was left was up at the top. And I said, wow. I said, gee, thanks, Dad. You did it. And he goes, thank you, Jenny. I got it. I saved the puppy. And I was like, well, thank you. Next motherfucking morning, this bitch climbs to the top of the motherfucking tree and gets some pomegranates. I'm sitting there. I'm drinking my protein shake, my nasty protein shake. Hating my life at the moment. I'm like, bleh. This sucks. Can't be a petty big fatty anymore. Gotta be a skinny mini. Whoa, gotta drink these nasty ass drinks. Bleh. I'm like, whatever. Gotta get these stupid fucking pounds off. Bitch ass pounds. Fuck you pounds. Nasty ass protein shakes. So I'm looking out the window and I'm drinking my protein shake. I'm just like, hating my life. And I just happened to look up. And I'm telling you, it was like Christmas Story when the dad sees the Bumpus' dogs eating the turkey. I saw her and I was like, you, not a finger. And I immediately was looking for my fucking shoes because I have all of my shoes put away because I got a puppy. I don't want her chewing on them. So I put everything away. So I'm like, shit, where'd I put my fucking shoes that are just special to go out in the yard and run in the mud and chase after her? I was like, bitch. And I was like drinking my fucking nasty ass shake so fast. I was like, and I was like, you motherfucker, you cocksucker. I said, I'm going to kill this dog. I'm going to kill him. And I go running out there and I was like, puppy, drop it. And she just looks at me and she's eating the fucking skin. She had already eaten one whole pomegranate and was starting to eat the second one. I was like, bitch, no. I was like, God damn it, man. I was like, fuck. And I was like, well, I was like Mission Impossible, when the chick injects herself with the chimera. And then my man sets the stopwatch. Tom Cruise sets the stopwatch. This is how many hours until you die. I was like, well, girl, we're going to set the stopwatch. This is how many hours until you get violently ill again. I was like, fuck. But I said, this time you ain't coming in my bedroom, Jack. You staying right in the living room. So if you start violently vomiting, I'm just going to open the front door and kick your ass out, or I'm going to drag your ass out the back door. I do not care. Okay. So I was like, I don't want you in my room again, doggy. Get out of here. I mean, this dog, I say this with peace and love. I don't allow dogs in my bed. And I tell her, get in her bed. Get in your bed. She gets in her bed. And the second I turn around, she jumps over me into my bed. And I go, what the? Damn it. I have no control. She's just too cute. But Jesus, the amount of violent vomiting and diarrhea that comes out of a 50-pound dog. I am totally regretting my life choices right now. I'm like, you know what? The next dog gonna be under 25 pounds. Because if you violently ill or vomiting, that fits on one towel. I don't have to call CSI to clean up the fucking crime scene from this 50-pound dog violently vomiting and diarrhea in herself. Jesus Christ. I have never seen that much poop in my life. In the last 3 weeks has got to be the most poop I've ever seen in my life. Unbelievable. And, you know, I anybody can reach out and find me a candle sponsorship. I'm just burning so many candles because of the smell. I was like, fuck. And dare if I ever make a match with somebody on these dating apps, I can't bring them back to my house. It smells like a violently ill, vomited diarrhea doghouse. And the other day, the small one, you know, I thought we were out of the woods after we picked up all the pomegranate. The other day, the middle child smelt like the dog violently ill. And I'm just like, I kept smelling. I was like, what's going on? Come to find out, the middle child had rolled himself into the violent vomit and diarrhea. And so all under his belly was just caked diarrhea and vomit. I said, Jesus fucking Christ. I cannot catch a break. Oh, and then to top it all off, you know, in between violently cleaning, I got a match from some chick in Ireland, and I thought it was my Moira. I thought it was my Moira or Siobhan. I was so excited. I said, oh, me lucky charms. It's meant to be. I'm going to get on a plane with me shillelagh and meet my wife and bring her back home in my suitcase. And it was a fucking Nigerian scammer. Oh, bitch. At least I caught up right away. I was like talking to her because I know how she talks to me. So right away, I'll know it's her. And the way the fucking Nigerian scammer was talking, he's like, oh, Jenny, I love you. Oh my God, you're so big and strong. I love you. Send me money. And I was like, hey player, you said you live in Ireland, yeah? Yeah, me live in Ireland. I mean, yeah, I live in fucking Ireland, yeah. I was like, okay, yeah, so, what town do you live in? Oh, you know, the town? And I was like, what castle's in your town? Lots of castles. And I was like, all right. What kind of, you got social media? Of course I have social media. You want to be on Snapchat? And I was like, oh, I already know. If they ask for the fucking Snapchat right away, I'm like, bitch, you a scam. You a scam. Straight up. A fucking scammer. Yeah, I like Snapchat so we can chat live. Meanwhile, fucking Snapchat shows your fucking location. It shows your fucking location. And so, I was like, you got Instagram? Yeah, we go on Instagram. And I was like, all right. So I go check out the Instagram. 0.0 posts. And I was like, what kind of Irish girl don't have no social media presence? I'm sorry. Not buying it. Not buying it. And then the next clue, I go to look at her followers, and it's all fucking old ass dudes following her. Like, I shouldn't say this because this is fucking terrible, but it's the truth. All of them look like, you know, like some of them incels, you know what I'm saying? Like the suckers that just like send ladies money without ever meeting the lady or whatever. I seen a lot of them sugar daddies in the follower section, and I went, damn. No posts, tons of old ass dude looking sugar daddies here. I was like, oh, this is a scam, Jack. This is a fucking scam. Yeah, I really want to see you on Snapchat. Yeah, you're so hot. And I was like, yeah, I bet. But why don't you show me a picture of your place? I was like, why don't you show me some of the castles near your house on Instagram? She goes, oh, I can't do that right now. It's late. And I was like, oh, is it? Meanwhile, I have my phone fucking open. I know what time it is there. You can't lie to me. I fucking know what time it is there. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. I was like, oh, you're going to bed? Yeah, I had a late night out. I'm going to bed. And I was like, oh. She's like, oh, you're so hot. Yeah, I was wondering, can you send me money for the blah, blah? And I was like, I was like, why would I need to send you money? It says on your profile that you're a doctor. You should send me money. You should send me money. You fucking scammer. And then he's like, oh, yeah, yeah, I just really want to see you on Snapchat. And I was like, yeah. I was like, well, you can look at my Instagram. And then he comes back, oh, you wrestle? And I was like, yep. And then I went, wait, I don't wrestle. I beat bitches up. Shout out to the real world. Fucking Coral. I don't wrestle. I beat bitches up. Oh, my days. I really want to learn. Maybe you can show me. And I was like, yeah. I'm actually going to go back to Ireland soon. So, you want to tell me what town you're in so I know what hotel to stay in? She goes, well, maybe we could talk about it later. I was like, oh, yeah. But I was wondering, I'm trying to get home. Can you send me some money? And I was like, oh, I thought you were going to bed. What's happening? What is it? Day or night there? And I was like, never mind. I know the answer. Bitch. And then he goes, good night. Good night. Good night, my love. Oh, I love you so much. I love you. And I was like, man, bitch, I'm just imagining he the dude from Saving Silverman, the Indian guy that they got to replace their friend. He said, oh my God, my Jenny is loving me. Oh, my Jenny. She's moving me. Come on, Jenny. So I'm just imagining this guy. He's like, oh, my love, please. You please give me your Snapchat. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, bitch. Don't ever come to America, fam. Let alone California. You're gonna get the ass whooping in your life. You're gonna get a free jiu-jitsu lesson. Fucking scammer. I was like, bitch. So I just kept playing along with it. And I was like, ooh, yeah. And it's like, oh, I better let you get to bed, because it's nighttime in Ireland. You fucking twat. And then he goes, yeah, well, I'm just getting ready for bed, but I was really hoping you could send me some money. Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to let you get some sleep. We'll talk soon. Good night, my love. And I was like, goodbye. Blocked. I blocked so fast. I went, I was like, bitch. And I could tell right away by the pictures, something didn't add up. It was like, old girl had a fancy dress on, but was at the beach. And I was like, well, maybe there's a wedding, right? But then when I looked at the two pictures didn't line up. And then one of the pictures was like downtown Dublin or something. And I was looking at the pattern of the buildings, and they didn't line up correctly how the picture was leaning on the railing, and then the railing was all wobbly. I was like, oh, this is a sloppy Photoshop. And then one of the pictures, I went and looked through some more. One of the pictures was a picture of her on the steps, but because it was Photoshop, the steps were like 3 times the size of her. And I was like, what the fuck is this? Honey, I Shrunk the Kids? I was like, you fucking bitch ass Nigerian scammer, get the fuck up out of here, man. You're terrible. Fucking just, I mean, it was a nice, polite break from my dog being violently ill. But at the same time, I was like, man, go fuck yourself, man. Like, why you wasting people's time on the internet? Like, you stupid. And then to top it off, we just fucking met. We haven't even met, and you're already asking for money. And you got 0 posts on your page. You added me, you got 0 posts. and all the people in her follower page are sugar daddy. She don't got no ladies following her, no mom, no dad, no other lesbians. I was like, oh shit, this bitch is fake, man. Fuck, you stole somebody's picture, and now you soliciting money from people. That's crazy, man. Like, fucking scammers, dude. It's a fucking crime, man. They really should be arrested. That's some bullshit. Because you're fucking tricking people, dude, out of their hard-earned money, and that's not cool. That's not cool at all. Some current events. Let's see what I got for y'all. Mr. Bad Bunny gets a Super Bowl gig. And, you know, I don't give a shit. I'm watching the game. I don't give two fucks who performs, to be honest with you. I know that is for the ladies, you know, who slave away over the food and whatnot. But a lot of people are being very nasty and racist about, oh, you pick somebody who doesn't sing English for the Super Bowl. It's like, whoa. Hold on, player. Don't act like you're not listening to no Selena. Half of her stuff ain't in English. Okay, so why are you being a hater? Just say you don't like Bad Bunny. Keep it 100 and just say he's not your cup of tea. Okay, but give this man his flowers. They don't just let anybody perform at the Super Bowl. Okay, and so would I prefer that it would have been T-Pain? Absolutely, but that's just my preference. But Bad Bunny is fine. It's fine. Listen, you can sing, you know, what's that song he got? I want to see if I can find this fucking Bad Bunny song. It's just... I find his music to be a treat, if I may. I'm just proud that, you know, this Puerto Rican man has made his way from this tiny little island and has managed to bang Kendall Jenner, the hot one, the hot sister, okay? The one that hasn't had a whole lot of plastic surgery, the hot one. And make his way in the music industry, you know? A Latin artist to be as big as Bad Bunny is. Let me just give you a little preview of Mr. Bad Bunny. He has 80 million monthly listeners. Hey, give this man his flowers. It might not be your kind of music, but whatever he doing, it works with somebody, okay? So, see if this is it. Mr. Bad Bunny, he. I'm kind of down with it. He like aliens or something. Yo te quiero, pero que si un error. People like this, man. Like Mr. Bunny. Yo le pregunto por a ti. Y sobrevivo tu mamá por ti. Para ver si ya tienes alguien en el feliz. Aquí estoy abrazo. Oh, I can't hold that note that long. What the fuck is that? No te abelardo yo. Dice que cuando extraño. Hey, he's onto something. Oh. Well. Baby, te quiero, I agree, Diego Contaro. Oh my God, no, this isn't it. There's another one that I'm looking for. Oh, man. Si vete tu mamá. This is it. Oh shit. Muévelo. Fue falta respeto, mami. Oh, mi chalupa la lollipop. Solitera. Oh shit. Ese bebé. Si tú lo permites. Oye ese bebé. Hoy se fuma como un rasta. Oh, this is not that one. Let me see. Yup. Tipo, que no te decimos mucha novia. Hoy tengo una mataraoya. Pero no voy a. Yo sí tengo mucha novia. Hoy tengo una matra. Yo estoy. Ay, ay, sulandati, vamos a sefi, sechi. Baby, ay, sulandati, vamos a tener un selfie, sechis. I cannot wait to hear that at the Super Bowl. Oh my day. Titi me pregunto. That's my jam right there. Man, I can't wait to hear this at the Super Bowl. Puerto Rico está bien cabrón. Ey, estarón. Puerto Rico es cabrón. Ay. The way he says, ay. Si me voy para el ri. Ey. So bad. Oh, I love it though. It's my guilty pleasure, Mr. Bad Bahani. Where's the other song he do on there? Oh, everybody know this song, Monaco. Everybody know this song. The Monaco. Coming at you live, WNBC. Bad Bunny, Monaco. Dime ahora que lo te catría. Yo soy fino, es para tría, Gilgalía. Rocky the Kid. Rocky Balboa, Maki Vivia. Okay. As you can see, I'm trying to impress all the older mommies who listen to this show. Dime de lo que día. Yo soy fino, esta trapa de la graría. Tú eres un charro, Rocky the Kid, una porquería. Uno campeón, Rocky Marciano, Rocky Balboa, Rocky Mavia. I cannot wait to get the reaction from people who don't like Spanish people, from the racists when they're eating their barbacoa and they turn on the halftime show and they're like, what the fuck is a hey. Sechi. I can't wait. Oh, good God. What is this? Oh, this is good. See, look, we got a little something. Mr. Bunny. Hey. See, this is good. Don't be a hater. It's good. See? Yeah, look at all the older mommies dance to this. Solo tienes que vivir. ¿A dónde? Una grande New York. Nueva New York. Si te quieres divertir. Con encanto y amor. ¿Qué eso? Solo tienes que vivir. Y frío. Una nueva New York. Una radio nada más. Ey, hoy. Oh shit, the Super Bowl's in trouble. I'm excited. There's gonna be nothing but hola mommies and certified tortas bopping around for Mr. Bad Bunny. I'm excited. Anybody who's mad at that, you can leave the barbecue. I'm telling you, this is important. Bad Bunny is going to bring all the old mommies to the water, okay? You just need to drink up. Let's see what else I got for you. Ooh, I just have peeled my eyeballs away from this new Netflix show called The Hunting Wives. And I tell you, this show, if Yellowstone and Desperate Housewives had a baby, it would be The Hunting Wives. I mean, within 2 to 3 minutes of the show, there is titties, there's lesbians, there's gay man stuff, there's violence, there is all kinds of stuff going on. I said, damn, this show is a hit. 8 episodes. If you are a sensitive person or conservative, I don't recommend this show for you. There's going to be too much gay stuff from men and women in this show for you to handle. I know everyone is boycotting Netflix, but I am on the motherfucking train. This show, I'm going to watch it again. I watched 8 episodes in less than 48 hours, okay? My eyes were glued to my iPad. I was like, holy shit, this show is fucking crazy. I would say the only thing I didn't like was my man's dong flapping around. Every now and then, some guy's bucky naked running around with his dong out. I was like, Jesus Christ. Hey, can we go back to the boobies? Anyhow, fantastically written show. I hear season 2 is in the works. So I'm excited because your girl smashed season 1. And I'm like, I need more. I need to mainline. I'm like hooked. I'm like scratching my arm like a fiend. I'm like, yo, when's the next episode of Hunting Wives? Yeah. Hot ladies that shoot guns and kiss each other? Hell yeah. I'm in. Let's see. Speaking of gay stuff, Mr. Ghostface Killer of the Wu-Tang Clan doesn't talk to his son because he's gay. I mean, hello, 1990. What? Hey, man. Hey. Listen. I don't know what's going on there, but that is just one of the dumbest motherfucking decisions I've ever heard somebody make. You don't speak to your own flesh and blood, your child, who came from you, a part of you, because he likes men. I just gotta say, you are free to believe whatever you wish, but I just think when it comes to your child, that is the greatest gift that God could ever give you. And I would wish that you would bring a little bit more compassion to the table. You might not agree with who he's sleeping with, and that's fine. But I think, that's just one layer of so many layers that your child is, your son is. And I think if you don't speak to your son because you're gay, you're going to regret that later. All these years, the kid is saying it's been 10 years since they've spoken, which is just shameful because the son is actually hanging out with RZA, who's Ghostface's friend. So it's like, wait a minute, hold on. RZA could talk to him. What about the jizza? Not the boyfriend. Inspector Dick, ODB. You God. Oh man, Raekwon, what's happening? I was disappointed to see that, because whatever maybe ignorance or closed-mindedness going on, it's like, okay, I understand you might not agree. You would want this perfect hetero life for your son. But to be honest with you, it's like your son is the greatest gift, and whatever flaws or dents or damages or dings or scratches, that you should love him regardless and unconditionally. And I think it's a shame that he doesn't speak to his son, and for whatever reason, obviously he doesn't like him because he's gay, which is terrible. So I would encourage Mr. Ghostface, if you hear this episode of Rambo Radio, if you made it this far, Mr. Ghostface, please reach out to your son, because I'm sure he loves you very much and he would love to have a relationship with you, because time is moving on and never backward. We're going forward, and like I said, there's gonna become a time where Mr. Ghostface is gonna be on his grave and be like, "I wished I had a relationship with you, sonny boy." It's like, well, you have now, so start with now. And speaking of gay stuff, Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban have divorced after 20 years, and I gotta say, Nicole, let me holla. Let me holla. Jesus Christ. I mean, I heard you bought a house in England, and I'm like, when am I coming over for tea, darling? Holy smokes, man. I didn't think I'd see that coming, but I kind of did, because I was like, yo, this girl is like in every TV show, every movie. He's on tour all the time in Australia. She's here making movies. This shit don't make sense, fam. So it was just a matter of time for the dissolvement of the marriage. And it's sad because, there are kids involved and whatnot. But for the most part, I think, Nicole, the best way to get over someone is to get onto them. And my number is 8675309. Speaking of phones, Mr. Diddy, Papa. He received sentencing in jail, and and I spoke to you guys last week or the week before last that Diddy's nanny was pleading that they not send him to jail because he sold 1 million bottles of cologne. Please, don't jail this man. He sold 1 million bottles of Sean John cologne. Surely he's a good human being. So as a last-ditch effort, Diddy's lawyer cried to the judge that Mr. Diddy, Papa Diddy Pop, Diddy's lawyer cried to the judge for a lighter sentence because Mr. Diddy had been awarded Menswear Designer of the Year by the American Fashion Council in 2004. Please don't yell, Mr. Diddy, Papa Diddy Pop. Oh, he was awarded the menswear. The menswear designer of the year. Bitch, I could throw a rock and hit 10 gay men who are designer of the year. Jesus Christ, your man's is going to jail, Jack. That was the best defense you have? You're fired. Please don't arrest my client. He was voted menswear designer of the year in 2004. Jesus God. Oh man. I just love, if I were to ever be arrested and be on trial, I would have my lawyer tell, Your Honor, please. My client was called a dyke, and she simply retaliated by sleeping with his sister. Surely this gets her out of jail. Or, Your Honor, my client won the Naga championship belt in 2021. My client won a jiu-jitsu tournament. My client placed first place in a jiu-jitsu tournament in Upland, California. Surely you wouldn't arrest a champion. Jesus Christ. Lady, where the fuck did you get your fucking lawyer license from, man? Out of the Happy Meal box? What is this? Jesus Christ, that is not a good defense, ma'am. But apparently Mr. Diddy, Papa Diddy Pop, thought that would be a good idea and thought he was going to get out of jail and had booked some speaking engagements in Miami for Monday. And the judge said, hey, grab some wood there, bub. You're going to jail for 4 years, bitch. And he got off light, man. I'm telling you, he had the potential to serve 20. He was looking at 20 years. And they gave him 4. Which means he'll probably be out in 2 for good behavior, but still. My man's thought his fucking little fashionista award would save him jail time. Oh my God. What a fucking turd, man. Jesus Christ. Oh man. Unbelievable. All right, let's get out of here. Let's end this podcast with some UFC picks and some UFC news. I have Luan Lacerda versus Simon Oliveira. I'm taking Luan Lacerda. Julia Polastri versus Karolina Kowalkiewicz. I'm taking Julia Paraski. Walter Walker versus Muhammad Usman. I'm taking Walter Walker. Lucas Rocha versus Stuart Nicol. I'm taking Lucas Rocha. Beatrice Mesquita versus Irene Alesciena. I'm taking Beatrice Mesquita. Vitor Pertino versus Thomas Peterson. I'm taking Vitor Pertino. Rafael Filho versus Clayton Carpenter. I'm taking Clayton Carpenter. Lucas Almeida versus Michael Aswell. I'm taking Lucas Almeida. Ricardo Ramos versus Can O'Philly. I'm taking Ricardo Ramos. Jonita Deans versus Mario Pinto. The fans lose. Both of these guys suck big bag of donkey dicks. If you're betting money, do not bet on this fight. I'm warning you with peace and love. I'm taking Mario Pinto. Vicente Lique versus Yoel Alvarez. I'm taking Vicente Lique. Davidson Figueiredo versus Montel Jackson. Davidson, Figgy, can't you see? I'm taking Davidson Figueiredo. And lastly, Charles Oliveira versus Mateus Gamrot. I'm going on a limb here and saying Mateus Gamrot wins. All right, folks, that's going to do with me. Bet with me, bet against me. Who cares? Let's watch some fights. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will go to RamboRadio.com. YouTube Gen T TV. Please, for the love of God, tell a friend. Like, share, and subscribe. You don't have to watch a single thing. Just subscribe. That's all you have to do is subscribe. That's it. Just subscribe. You don't have to watch shit. That's going to do it for me, folks. I will talk to you next week. But until next time, this is Rambo Radio. I'm out. Peace.
Rambo Radio, yo. Rambo Radio, yo. Rambo Radio, yo. Rambo Radio. Hola, mommies, lesbians, party boys, fatty boom bops, pussy hoes, and pay this thing. Nothing that could do harm. Jiu-jitsu is game, peace and love. Current events, concerts, food trucks, traveling. News about smashed up big shambles, Babylon. Current events, concerts, food trucks, traveling. News about smashed up big shambles, Babylon. Current events, concerts, food trucks, traveling. Rambo Radio, yo. Rambo Radio, yo. Rambo Radio, yo. Rambo Radio, yo. mamies, lassies, batty boys, fatty boom bars, pussy on some pagans, there ain't nothing I can do. Jiu-jitsu is gay, peace and love, current events, concerts, food trucks, traveling. News about smashed up dicks, shambles, Babylon. Current events, concerts, food trucks, traveling. News about smashed up dicks, shambles, Babylon. Current events, concerts, food trucks, traveling. Check, check, 1, 2, 1, 2. This is Rambo Pro Radio. I am your host, Rambo Pro. Hola mommies, lesbies, body boys, fatty boom booms, pussy-os, pagans. We got the greatest show on earth, baby. We talking about current events, concerts, food trucks, traveling, news about smashed up dicks. Jiu-jitsu is gay, peace and love. Is jiu-jitsu gay? I don't know, but ask me, probably. I never let a man get on top of me. I'm in Brazil with a big booty mommy, smoking la la, listening to the Fugees, trying to dodge cop cars and paparazzi. It's just me and my accomplices, rapping the illest, rocking the flyest fits. It's Rambo Pro, I'm the livest bitch. I got a whole heap of gallon on me yard. I got a whole heap of brethren with big heart. The whole world is like an amusement park. Just remember to get off when the ride's done and pray. Check, check, 1, 2, 1, 2. This is Rambo Pro Radio. I am your host, Rambo Pro. Hola mommies, lesbies, batty boys, fatty boom booms, pussy-os, pagans. We got the greatest show on earth, baby. Okay. We talking about current events, concerts, food trucks, traveling. News about smashed up dicks, jiu-jitsu is gay, peace and love. Is jiu-jitsu gay? I don't know, but ask me, probably. I never let a man get on top of me. I'm in Brazil with a big booty mommy, smoking la la, listening to the Fugees, trying to dodge cop cars and paparazzi. It's just me and my accomplices, rapping the illest, rocking the flyest fits. It's Rambo Pro, I'm the livest bitch. I got a whole heap of gallon on me yard. I got a whole heap of brethren with big hearts. The whole world is like